Maryokun, welcome to Rubbin Minds.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's been a minute, like we say.
Yeah.
So, in navigating the music industry, and you've been doing that for several years now, is there anything that took you by surprise that you weren't expecting, that you've then gone through now?
I wouldn't say I wasn't expecting it, because I think it's very normal in every industry to evolve and all those stuff. But yeah, I don't think I was shocked. I expected it, but yeah, it took me by a little bit. But yeah.
Okay,
cool.
So that evolution, is it more about how music is created or distributed, or how someone can be reigning today, tomorrow another person comes?
I think it's more of nothing with the creation. I think we still create music the same way we do, but I think the way you market, the way you distribute, the way you just put it out has been different. I mean, it has been like that over the years, even people that started doing music before us too. So yeah.
So before you didn't have to have a challenge, now you have to have a challenge.
I mean, if that's your route, if you are the dancing type, yeah, I think you have to. Yeah, it's being generalized now.
And do you think that affects the way musicians create music, because they're trying to get a certain kind of appeal that works, not necessarily on the airwaves, but social media, because they want it viral?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's the way to go, but I know that people do that now. Like, before making the music, they already have this template of how they want to push it on TikTok, or whereas it's supposed to the way we used to do it, where we just make music. Anyhow it goes. But I think some people do, but I don't do that though.
So when you're making music, what's driving you? Is it the expectation of the record label? Is it something innate? Is it feedback from your fans? Or what inspires your sound and your music?
I'm the type of person that even if I'm singing or I'm singing about something on serious, I still sing from the soul. So it's not like, oh, I'm doing this to please the TikTokers or to please. I make music that I love. And over time, every time I do stuff like that, it resonates with my listeners.
And how do you find inspiration? Is it more from your lived experiences, what you watch, where you travel to? Where does the music come from? Because you just said, even if I'm singing something on serious, does it come from on seriousness?
Yeah, first of all, I think about my personal experiences, and I have so many unserious experiences too.
Care to share?
I do. No, I mean, I have sometimes I sing about my friends. I sing about a girl that's not really serious. But my last record I released was about people leaving the country. And that's not so unserious, Johnson. So yeah, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just.
And have you ever thought of that?
Oh, jackpotting?
Yes. Go and make it big in America, make it big in the UK.
Maybe pushing my music though, yeah, I'm doing that. But I mean, as a citizen of the country, moving to another place, I don't think so. Because I grew up in a place where that's everybody's goal. That used to be their goal. I think it still is to just leave the country and go and make it big somewhere else. But I never did. It never enticed me for once.
And there are some notable musicians who have turned their back on music and have gone to start careers in other sectors, in the States, in the UK. So what's holding you back in Nigeria?
I mean, man, and this is very personal. It's just me. I don't think I can live anywhere else. I've tried it. I've not tried to live there, but I've been in places that is not Nigeria, and I'm there for a month. In fact, about the second week, I'm trying to go back to my country. And I think this is the only place we can actually make it work. Not from.
And when you say make it work, what role does music play into that? Do you see your work as a musician as something that should drive that change, that should make the country better?
Yeah. I mean, some musicians are full-time activists. What they make, what the type of music they make is just about social happenings and everything. But for me, like I said, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. My song, Jackpot, I actually had the conversation with one of my friends that's outside the entertainment industry. Gave me that vision as well. Bro, a chunk of like a percentage of the population are actually running out of the country. Professionals are going. So I think sometimes as a musician, you should reflect some of the things happening around you. Yeah.
And there are lots of challenges.
So many.
What are some of the challenges you have faced in your music here?
In Nigeria, Africa.
Staying relevant, staying top of mind.
Yeah. I think that's like the most, I don't think it's even that hard to be a blown artist. But the consistency just meant, and sometimes you might lose it because trying to stay relevant sometimes you think you have to do some things that are not even
like
morally right, or like just make it I don't want to say making a fool of yourself or something, but I don't think it's that. I think just make your music, and if it goes still.
So now the music industry can get really, the things can get really heated up. You see times when a musician leaves a label and is beef all the way. You have left DMW, but you seem to still have a great relationship with your former label boss and label mates. Why?
I mean, like, it wasn't anything. I feel like people like to feed in that narrative because it's like, it sells. Like once it's like, oh, the story of this boy leaving his boss, then everything went downhill. Like it's like what sells. But I don't think I have that issue because like 2 weeks ago, I was still with David. Like I spent a whole day with him. That's I just really don't come online and tell you, oh, this guy is my best friend. Like, but we are very cool, even with everybody else.
But do you feel like leaving a label as big as DMW, do you think that kind of exit does affect your career? I mean, you've been quiet for a while. So could that be the reason why?
For me, like I said, this narrative is what that's what people understand. Like if I come here and tell you how that has nothing to do with what I'm going through or what's happening with me, you might not buy that. But that's not it. Like with the label DMW, before you leave, it's like they've already like prepped you up with the things you need as an independent artist, and we got that.
So it was almost like they gave their blessing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's not just public.
And are there times that you miss the structure that comes with a label like that? Or
there's no even missing, because how do I explain it? It's just online. We go to the same place. We probably live in the routine hasn't changed. It's just the fact that, oh, this boy is no longer in DMW. And the same goes to other artists that have left. We still link, we still make music the same way. We still do the same things we still do when we were, so yeah.
So do you think like right now, like what's that thing that's holding you back, that you haven't put out music? Like you're saying it is not because I left DMW. You're saying it's not, this is what the media wants. So what is the thing like
that is making me
like that you've been quiet? Is there a challenge? Like what's going on?
Honestly, like I said about the evolution of music, I think the standard has gone up. So for me, putting out music like that, it has gone. I'm personally scrutinizing my music. Like I don't just want to do regular music. I just put out music just because, I need people to listen to. Like my album dropping on the 2nd of May, it took me a long time. Like I have bare songs on my laptop. I just had to go down and rewrite songs, pick, and these things take time, like clearance and all those stuff. But yeah. But now I'm ready. I submitted the album and good to go. And
do you feel like in those quiet years, things do get hard? Because this is a business. So you put out music, you're streaming, you're earning money. You don't put out music, how are you staying afloat?
I think that's another thing I should correct. If you don't see an artist, like maybe post on social media or like is up and about, it's not like they are sleeping in their houses. Because I was still on tour. Like last year, I was in Europe. I think 2 years before that, I was in London. Yeah, I was in London. So I've been doing stuff like regular artists. It's just that I don't come online to post them. Because I feel like, there are big artists to be done than just doing this.
So you have a new album coming out.
Yep.
the expectations are going to be high. Do you think it can crack the market? You just said it now that the level has gone up high. So what are you bringing that's going to take you right back there?
Pure music, like I said again, like I don't know how to make music just so you guys can talk about it for today. Like it's rich music.
Is it particular collaborations?
Yeah, there are better collaborations that I just don't want to spill now. Just that. But yeah, I'm going to drop like the track list in about a week, so everybody will know or have an idea of what's coming on.
The industry is very, very competitive.
Yep.
So even choosing to release it when you're releasing it, the way you're going about, like this is an opportunity for you to tell us more, and you're being very secretive. Do you have something that we don't know about?
Like, okay, let me spill a little bit. Like I have about 7 collaborations on the project. I experimented on different sounds, like sounds that you would not even expect me to make.
Like Fuji Akpala or what?
Yeah,
or dance
Fuji, like R&B.
Piano. Okay,
R&B, like
R&B.
I mean like proper R&B.
So is this an R&B album?
No,
and do you want to be known as an R&B artist?
No, I want to be known as a musician though.
Okay.
I make every type of music. Fuji, like you said, Akpala. There's a little bit of juju on it though.
Okay.
There's a little bit of juju. Speaking of juju, R&B, club bangers, that one is just certified.
And you're saying you have 7 collaborations. Surely you should be able to tell us at least 3.
I didn't tell you one.
Only one. Okay.
You said 3.
Yes, out of 7. Who are the people that are on this album?
I mean, everybody knows I have a song with Fireboy. There's a song with Loj on the project too. And there's one other collaboration I don't want to talk about for the elements of surprises. But yeah, it'll be out soon.
So, come December period, sometimes we're looking for artists. You mentioned that you're going to Europe to tour, you're going to different countries. But when it comes to giving back to Lagos, the people who made you, they say, they can't. The show promoters say they can't afford to pay. Do you agree that Nigerian artists are now becoming too expensive to have shows here in Nigeria?
Honestly, I don't even think it's Nigerian artists thing. It's just the economy. It's just not just artists. Like products are just expensive by this time, judging by the economy and all that. So
if you're making lots of money going around the world, you're earning in foreign currency, you're making money from streams, surely there's a part of you that could say, look, for my own people, I'm going to give back, even if I have to do it at a subsidized rate.
Yeah, people do it. I'm even planning on doing a free show in December for Lagos. I'm just saying, like, I'm speaking for people that don't do like free shows. It's not like, they are being outrageous. It's just that things have become expensive. There's no other way to put it.
So do you think more Nigerian artists should do free shows, or it's okay that they're too expensive?
Yeah, if they can afford it, it's not like nobody's imposing that on you, but if you can afford it, I think you should. It's not like it's just once.
And speaking of streams and money making, you know, they say the streams that you get from Nigeria don't make you as much money as Europe and America. So is your goal now to hit it big in Europe and America, and you don't really care so much? Like if you've not gotten the stream, if you get streams in Nigeria, I don't feel like you have arrived.
I think first of all, everybody wants to grow. It's just human nature to want more. But living your source is really scary. I don't think it's something, aside money, I think I still want to feed my African, Nigerian core fans first before.
So even if you're not making as much,
like I said, it has nothing to do with money. It's just about where your origin is. You can't live here and just go there. Once you dry up there, there's no ticket. So yeah. So
should artists feed their source? So
of course, yeah, that's what I meant by yes, regardless, and that's what they are doing. Regardless, whatever you've heard on, like people are still feeding Nigerian like palettes for music.
Okay, is there any possibility that you would return back to DMW or go to another label? Return
to DMW.
Yeah, I mean, you're hanging out with David for the whole day.
Yeah. I mean, like, we'll make music for sure. In fact, we have like like we can put out an album. That's how much music we have. It just takes whoever is doing the talks to make it. But an album is possible. I don't know about returning to the label because I don't even think the label wants that.
Or another label?
I mean, yeah. Of course, I'm starting.
Do you have your hopes on joining an already established label, like
maybe for distribution and all that? Yeah, but
which one?
I'm anyone. I don't.
Okay.
As long as their goals and aspirations align with mine.
So very quickly, the album drops on what day?
On the 2nd of May.
And there are how many tracks?
Yeah, 12 tracks.
12 tracks, 7 collaborations.
Yep.
And we can expect different sounds.
Different sounds, yeah.
We wish you all the best, Maryokun.
Thank you very much.